here, and welcome back to our Wi-Fi WonderCup battle series, in which you guys challenge me to a Wi-Fi WonderCup battle. This week's battle, guys, is against Kimmy. Kimmy is a long-term subscriber. She's very active on the channel. She is dropping her friend code and her Twitter in the comment section below every single week. I don't think she has missed out on a single one. So, guys, it does work. That is the reason I am sitting here battling her today. She is very, very active subscriber. Anyway, guys, it's Kimmy's birthday tomorrow. It's Kimmy's birthday on Sunday, so please go and wish her a very happy birthday from me, from you, from everyone. Make sure she eats lots of cake, guys. It is her birthday, so happy birthday, Kimmy, for tomorrow. Whenever you are watching this, it is an honor to battle you. So, guys, let's get on to the battle today. If you saw Wednesday's Wonder Trade Addictions video, you will have seen the team that we are battling with this week. It is not as good as last week's battle when we got a win against Tony Daddy, but it isn't too bad at all. I encourage you to go and watch those videos because you get to see my reaction to the team that we are placing together and some potential tactics that we have along the way. So moving on, we have got Zigzagoon, we have got Flabebe, we have got Meditite, we've got Esper, we've got Gulpin, and finally we've got Ponyard. The star of the team, Ponyard, has Scratch and Sucker Punch. So not only have we got the priority, we have got the priority stab. So watch out for Ponyard. Ponyard is definitely the best player in our team. So we'll just start from the beginning. We've got Zigzagoon. It's just a straight up normal Zigzagoon with Tackle and Growl. Next up, you've got Flabebe. Flabebe has got Fairy Wind and Vine Whip. So just like last week, is at least got a little bit of coverage there. Meditite has got Detect, Hidden Power, and Confusion. So at least we've got a little bit of stab there. Maybe a little bit of potential scouting around with the Detect. So that's pretty decent as well. We've got Esper. Just your straight up normal male Esper with Scratch. That's it. Pretty straightforward, pretty shit. But death fodder. We've got a bit of death fodder there, because sometimes you do need that in a battle to make sure you get a nice clean switch in. And finally, Gulpin has got Poison, Gas, and Yawn. So that Gulpin is going to be very, very useful. So let's go across and have a look at Kimmy's team real quick. She's got Riolu, Fletchling, Combi, Honedge, Basculin, and finally Skorupi. So look at our team immediately. The threats are Honedge, Basculin, and Skorupi, the final three there. Honedge is probably going to be off the route, but it might be bred as well. If it is bred, then it's going to have Sword Stance, it's going to have Shadow Sneak, and it could have any number of other moves, so we need to be careful of Honedge. Basculin. Nobody breeds Basculin. Apologies to anybody out there who's a professional Basculin breeder, but nobody breeds Basculin. So it's going to have very powerful moves. It's already, because it's only a single evolution, it's already going to have very, very good stats across the board compared to the rest of the Pokemon. And finally, we are going to have Skorupi right there. Skorupi is probably going to set up some kind of toxic spikes, and we'll probably have Poison Fang or anything like that. And anybody who does competitive battling will know how annoying Poison is. So Basculin is the main threat on her team. We've got Ponyard. Let's jump into this battle and see how Kimmy and myself get on. Let's just say she fights very, very well, guys. And she gave me a really, really good challenge as she throws out her Pokeball with a very very well-dressed lady. Very well-dressed lady. Anyway, we're leading off with Zigzagoon and she's leading off with Skorupi. Like I said, she's setting up the toxic spikes straight away, which we do not need to worry about because we're going to bring in Gulpin to get rid of them straight away. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. We're just going to go for another tackle, getting off as much damage as possible on this Skorupi as we are scouting out with our little Zigzagoon. Look at him, zigzags, taking off next to no damage. That is how weak Zigzagoon is. So he's going to go for the Venoshock. Are we going to eat it up? We do fairly well. I'm going to go for the tackle again, take the Skorupi to a little bit lower health, and she's going to withdraw. Bringing in her next Pokemon, the Basculin, the threat, straight away, and you will see why. Look at this hit here from Zigzagoon. It is a critical hit, and it takes off next to nothing. The Basculin retaliates with an Aqua Tail and kills Zigzags. Look at that power on the Basculin. So we're going to go for Flabebe, totally forgetting about the toxic spikes because I'm really worried. All I wanted to do was get that Vine Whip off straight away, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. We are slower than the Basculin, and Basculin one-hit KOs our Flabebe. We are down 2 Pokemon already and barely even scratched the surface of her Pokemon. We're going to send in Gulpin now, getting rid of the spikes. We remembered this time, and Basculin is going to go for the Aqua Tail one more. Can our Gulpin eat it up? Gulpin does. Gulpin gets off the Poison Gas. This was my tactic. We needed to get rid of her threat, and what better way to cripple it than giving it poison so it forces her out at some point. There we go. Basculin is hurt by the poison, and Gulpin is out. We need to keep Gulpin for later on. She still has her Skorupi, so just in case the Toxic Spikes come out again, we need to keep her, our Gulpin on side. We're bringing in Esper, which, I don't know if she predicts or whatever, but she goes for the crunch, and it's very, well, it's super effective, and drops our Esper's defense, as well as taking her HP down to 45, but the Basculin, the female, is poisoned, almost going down to half health. Kimmy is withdrawing Basculin at this point, as we go for a scratch. Now, this is obviously going to be useless, because she brings in the Hone Edge. Normal doesn't affect Ghost, so we are pretty much stuck here. She goes for the Shadow Sneak to kill off our Esper with a super effective damage, so it didn't matter anyway. Esper could do nothing. Esper was just death fodder. Now, this is where it starts to become absolutely monstrous. Fatal enters the fray. Can Fatal live up to its name? Guys, you're gonna love this. Buckle yourselves in. So she's bringing in Riolu because she knows the damage, but we went for the Sucker Punch to try and get immediate damage off, which we couldn't do. The Riolu is gonna go for the Quick Attack, taking off only 8 HP, so we go for the Scratch. The Scratch because we know we can take anything this Riolu has because it's not been bred, well, even if it has been bred up, it's not got the fighting moves. Next up is the Basculin. Basculin comes back in. We go for the Scratch because we're going to do that on the Riolu. Next up, we're going to go for the Sucker Punch. We need this Basculin out here. Basculin is the main threat on her team. We need it out there. The Basculin obviously went for Aqua Tail, and we went for the Sucker Punch, killing that Basculin. Remember, guys, we've only got 5 Sucker Punches, and we are down to just 3 now. We've already used 2. Next up, the Riolu comes back in. Again, Riolu is doing next to no damage to us, so we're just going to go for the Scratch. The Scratch is going to be fine. It's going to suffice against this Riolu. We do not want to be wasting Sucker Punches. We are down to only 3. The Quick Attacks is doing next to nothing on Fatal because of the Steel typing, which is absolutely fantastic. A great player for this team, and we obviously got maximum damage there as the Riolu goes down. Another victim for Fatal. Next up is the Fletchling. I was not messing about with this little guy. We went for the Sucker Punch, which means we are down to 2. We missed. It goes for the Growl, trying to lower our attack. And guys, if you know anything about Pawniard, it's got Defiant, which means its attacks sharply rose. The sweep was on. The sweep was real, guys. We went for a Scratch here on the Fletchling. Still not messing about. We use our Sucker Punch. We are down to 1 Sucker Punch. I was not messing about with that Fletchling just in case it had some kind of fire move. I didn't want Pawniard to die, especially after we got the attack boost. So Skorupi is up next. Remember, guys, we need that Sucker Punch for the Hone Edge. We have not got much to take it out. So we're going to go for the Scratch with our boosted attack now. The Skorupi is just not taking that and switches out back in to the Hone Edge. We obviously don't work here, but we go for the final Sucker Punch. Can we get it off? Can we get it off? Yes! Yes, guys! We get the Sucker Punch off, and the Sucker Punch absolutely destroys the Hone Edge, guys. The sweep is real right now. The sweep is real. Next up, we see the Combi. The Combi is going to be using Gust, and actually takes off a decent amount of damage. The Combi is going to be a little bit of a threat. By a little bit of a threat, I mean a minuscule threat, because we took off almost over, well, we did, we took off over half with that Scratch, but the Gust is still taking off much more damage, especially with that critical hit right there. I did not like the look of that, but our Pawniard is going nowhere. It's either going to go through the whole team, or it's going to die trying. Now we've got the boost. Now we have only got Scratch left. There's no point in switching it out. And the Skorupi is our final opponent here. He is going to go for the Toxic Spikes. Doesn't matter, we've still got Gulpin if and when needed. We're gonna go for the Scratch here. It almost kills the Skorupi. The Skorupi must live with 1 HP. We go for the final Scratch, guys. We go for the final Scratch. And Fatal lives up to its name and sweeps each and every single one of them. Riolu went down, Fletchling went down, Combi went down, Hone Edge went down, Basculin went down, and Skorupi went down. Pawniard sweeped the whole of her team. What a guy. What an MVP of the team. That is an absolutely fantastic battle right there, guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. That was fantastic. At a certain point, we were 3-0 down to her. By the point Pawniard came in. We were 3-0 down to her when Pawniard came in, and I thought, this is not looking good, guys. I wanted to try and get 2 wins in a row, which is unheard of, guys, which we managed to do, but when Pawniard came in, I thought, this is not looking good. And when we got the luck, when she tried to lower our attack with a Growl, that was just the icing on the sweeping cake. Janitor just went through all of them. So thank you very much, Kimmy. You want to know Pawniard would have to fight in there. And it was just it was just excellent. It was just fantastic. Everything was just on my side in that battle. So I just got a bit of luck and managed to play my way through the whole of her team, which was absolutely fantastic. It's just one of those things. I just got the right typing for her team. I got a Pokemon that was fantastic. Steel-type Pokemon will wreck in this. Steel and Ghost, probably, because so many Pokemon that you get off the Wonder Trade system have got normal attacks, and that's it. So if you get something like that, especially with such high defenses as well, then you are all good. The Basculin was a main threat, really did scare me, but thank you to the Gulpin, we managed to get the poison off, which really helped out Ponyard. When it came to that Sucker Punch, that last Sucker Punch on the Honedge though, that final Sucker Punch, thank Arceus she didn't go for some kind of boosting move there, because if she went for Swords Dance or something, then that Ponyard would have had to been switched out because it was useless against the Honedge. But guys, there we go! We managed to get a win! 2 wins in a row! You guys have been destroying me in this series. I think you guys are at least 6 victories ahead of me, so well done, guys. But if you want to be involved in next week's battle, please drop your friend code and your Twitter in the box below, because then as you see the results of Kimmy, she's been doing it week in, week out, and now she's battled me. So you guys have an opportunity to remember to go and wish happy birthday to Kimmy. So happy birthday once again, Kimmy. I hope you have a fantastic day, and thank you very much for the battle. It was really good. If you enjoyed today's battle, guys, then please drop a like. That sweep by the Ponyard, getting 6 kills. He just body bagged so many people. It was fantastic, and I will see you all next week. If you are hyped for next week's battle, drop a like as well. If you're not already subscribed, then please go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you all next week. I've been Razbowski, you've been the wonderful bastards, as always, for watching, and I love every single one of you. Goodbye!